Hello there, welcome to another Starfield ship review video. In today's video we're going to be looking at the Abyss Tracker. This is a really cool looking ship. So just looking at the aesthetic of the ship, it is very similar to another ship I reviewed called the Civ Shuttle, I believe. But if I can remember, there's some like slight differences. The main kind of comparison is that the Civ Shuttle had these like kind of two asymmetrical like kind of ships merged together. Looking at the aesthetic again, it seems to be mainly a Shroud Eklund ship, but there might be some other bits put in there. But anyway, let's get to the stats. It's got a fuel of 950, which is really good fuel. That'll allow you to jump pretty much anywhere. It's got a hull of 1000, which is really good. This thing, if the shields drop, it's going to be able to sustain itself for a little bit before it dies. It's got 510 cargo, which is very low cargo. I'm assuming, just looking at the layout, this is not a cargo vessel. It's got a C-class reactor, 27 power, really good power. Your mileage may vary slightly. I have a perk that increases my power by like 3, I think, so you might only have 24 power. It's got a crew of 6, 25 light year jump range, which is pretty decent. It's above average. Max jump range is 30, so it's a little bit under that. 850 shield, which is quite good shields. Not the best for C-class. I think if you factor in, without factoring in the quest related shields, I think like 12 to 1600 is max, so it's like not up there, but it's still decent. And then looking at the weapons, it's got particle, missiles, and ballistics, and 30, 100, and 160. So just looking at the weapon layout, I feel like this is a combat vessel, which is really interesting because given the color and the name and the layout, you'd assume it's going to be like an exploration vessel, like the Abyss Tracker. You're trekking through the Abyss, but apparently trekking through the Abyss requires multiple large caliber cannons and missiles. But anyway, let's go check it out. As always, at the end of the video, I will show you where you can purchase this magnificent vessel and do a teardown of the interior. So I like the color scheme, very unique. Trying to get a good view of this. It's a very cool looking vessel. Like just from up here, it looks like two vessels parked really close together. It's got, oh, wrong button, whoops. It's got that, I was going to take a screenshot, but I realized I'm recording already, so it doesn't matter. It has that Shroud, I was going to say Shroud Kruger, I was talking about that in another video. It's got the Shroud Eklund bridge, which I really love those bridges. But anyway, let's climb in. So entry is off to the side here. It's got a nice little, ooh, that's a bit clearance to be. You gotta watch your head there. So this is a Tayo entryway, I believe. Yes, it is. We've got a door, which is always nice to have. I'm expecting a lot in this ship, so we're gonna be walking around for a while. So immediately we're greeted by a 1x1 storage room with a window so you can look down into the abyss. And then we've got a door that leads to a 3x1 engine room. Not sure, I'm assuming this is Shroud Eklund. And then we have, over here, we have the docking tube that goes down. Docking ports underneath. And then if we got a window here looking out into the abyss. And then we have a door here that I can already tell this is an infirmary. So we've got medical capabilities on the ship, nice to have. We've got a window if the crew are feeling like they need to see space. Although if you're held up on a ship and you're like healing, looking out into space and realizing you're trapped in a metal tube, probably not the best thing. We're going to climb up one level. So this is a, okay, this is a 2x3 computer control room, or like a server room. Yes, this is, we've got a view of the shield. This is reminding me of the Civ Shuttle. The Civ Shuttle had something like that as well. The window looking out. We've got this Hope Tech extendable thing that goes across like a tube, but there's nothing there. Kind of sad. I kind of wish you could board that little thing on the other side. Maybe you can up ahead. We'll go there in a second. I just want to drop down and check this room. I thought these would be connected, but apparently no. Oh my, okay. So we go up and we have another 1x1. This leads to another one of these tubes. And then if we go up one more level, oh, this is the bridge. Okay, we'll be back. we'll be back to the bridge. So I quite like that, actually. Bridge is pretty easy to get into. You just bang straight over there, up, bridge. Obviously, the fact that you can just press the X button or whatever the equivalent is on your console to get into the bridge, that's not really a huge thing, but yeah. So back up here we go, and then we have this door that leads to a... This is a 3x2 all-in-one berth. I want to say this is Nova Galactic, but it might be Shroud Eklund. Got more views here. We can see the large particle weapons. Another view here, we can see the not large particle weapons. And then we have bird stuff. And then over here we have a really nice unobstructed view of the port side of the ship. Which I believe that's... Okay, there's not a lot interior-wise. Thing is, you could easily substitute some of these buildings. This here, like, this is kind of unnecessary. It's cool from an aesthetic point of view, but it only adds one crew. Whereas you could put the Shroud Eklund 3x2 control room, which would give you a lot more kind of bang for your buck. So let's hop in the bridge. So it seems like I was saying earlier, it seems like this is primarily a combat vessel, just going by the weapon layout. We've got really, really nice Eklund and Shroud Eklund bridge. I love these bridge layouts. Look at them views. It reminds me of Lakon cockpits from Elite Dangerous. Like, you can see an awful lot. Only downside is these seats. These are a nightmare because your crew will, like I said in other videos, they will come and sit down and they will chat away to you, which can be a problem when you're playing through the story and you're talking to, like, NPCs and other ships. So yeah, let's lift this bad boy off. There's another view of the exterior. Really, really cool. The design makes me think that, like, this could be like a separate shuttle or like a separate entity. Like, imagine like this like is the mothership and it like gets to orbit of a planet and then like you detach and send the smaller shuttle down, almost like a kind of a lander. But obviously that's not the case and it's just purely for aesthetic. So let's lift it off. So looking at the pips, it seems like we should be able to modify our pips easy enough. It's got those very large engines at the back. I believe they're the second largest engines in the game in terms of thrust. But yeah, we shall see if it works. So, gonna pop points into everything. Will we have enough? Let us see. Now, like I said before, I have a little bit more points pill armor than you. I think I have like 3. So, not too bad. You could sacrifice the grav if you wanted to. So, we've got particle weapons there. We've got missiles. And then the ballistics are turreted, which is pretty nice. Let's do a quick speed test.
Very good to see you.
So, it's, as you can see, they're talking already. So, its base speed is 150. Boost speed is...
You got it.
Sarah, please. Boost speed is around 420, which is quite slow. Let's do a quick... Okay, yeah, quick agility test. The pitch is very slow. Goddamn, okay. Do a... Yaw.
My day just got a whole lot brighter.
Oh my, yeah, this is... I see why it has turrets, because you're not going to be agile enough to make this ship dance. And then obviously the roll. So yeah, that's the ship. Despite it having 2 big engines, it's pretty heavy and unwieldy. So those turrets obviously help with that. But I'm going to really quickly show you where you can purchase this fine vessel.
I would be happy to chat.
Alright, so here we are on Paradiso. Paradiso is a settlement on the Porima 2's planet in the Porima system. I'm going to really quickly zoom out and show you. So you've got Crix up above it, Volai, aka Neon, to the left of it, and then further over here, we've got Alpha Centauri and Sol. So you come here to Paradiso, and you talk to this spiffy gentleman here. Now keep in mind, because he is a vendor, shipwright vendor, he doesn't like have a specific name, or he's not tied to a specific faction. His inventory may be random slightly. If you come here and the ship isn't here, go away to a different planet, wait 2 days, come back. That being said, Anytime I've come here, he sells the same 4 ships, and this is always one of them. So there it is there. It's 292k for me, but I have a perk that decreases the price by 40%. So you're probably going to pay like an extra, probably extra 100k, maybe 400k. But yeah, let's really quickly do a teardown of it. I'd like to view and modify my ship, please.
Okay, no problem.
Thank you, good man yourself. So immediately, off the top, we have the Kon-Tiki B400 bridge from Shroud Eklund. We have a Shroud 1x1 companionway here. We have a Shroud storeroom here. We have a 2x2 computer store core. We have a 2x2 Shroud living quarter. And then underneath we have a tail bed, ship bed 200 landing bay. We have a 1x1 companionway. Another 1x1 companionway. An infirmary. An engineering bay. Just double check the thing in there. See, you could easily put stuff in here. Let me delete these. Yeah, see, if you wanted to, you could, like, for instance, slap one of these. This won't fit, but obviously you could slap one of these here and connect if you want to. I'd probably do that. Yeah, so just once more, we've got a 3x1 Shroud Engineering Bay, 2x1 Shroud Infirmary, 1x1 Shroud Companionway, another 1x1 Companionway, Shipbed 200 Landing Bay from Tayo, 2x2 Shroud Living Quarters, a 2x2 Computer Core, storeroom, another companionway, and then a Shroud Kon-Tiki bridge. So yeah, this is a really cool ship, but if I was going to make it my daily driver, I would swap out the 2x2 living quarters and probably put a single living quarters and then like maybe a workshop. And then I would definitely replace this core for a 2x2 command room. I think it's called a command station, which gives the highest amount of crew. This currently only adds 2 crew station, which is even less than the 2x1 control room. But yeah, that was a review of the ship, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.